Hello, traders. How are you guys doing today? So, we are back again. Today, we are going to be talking about order block. Okay, so this is a continuation of our last class. So, we are going to be talking about order block today. Now, the question here is what is an order block? Now, first, let me talk about supply and demand. Many of us are traders, but we don't really know this. Let me talk about supply and demand. Now, a very simple explanation for supply and demand. Supply and demand are the force that drives the price of any given currency. Supply and demand. There must be a buyer here to buy, and there must be a seller here to sell to the buyer. So that's how the market moves. The market moves from supply to demand and demand to supply. So now, what is an order block? Another block is a zone where big banks and institutional traders place their buy or sell order. Another block is a place where there are still orders there waiting. Now, believing that when price gets to that place, it will take orders and move to the right direction. For example, when you go to a bar, or let's not use a bar, let's use a restaurant to eat. Now, whosoever is going to be taking care of your order will first come to you and you will place your order. When you place your order, the person will now go. It will take a little time. You see the person coming with what? That particular thing you requested for. Now, the same for the market. Now, these places we call order blocks. These are blocks where price may likely reverse from. These are places where price may likely come to and reverse from. Okay? An order block is a particular level where price may likely reverse from. Okay? I hope we understand. These are levels where price may likely reverse from. We have two major type of order block. We have the bullish order block and we have the bearish order block. Now, what is the bullish order block? A bullish order block is an order block that price may react to in order to buy, while a bearish order block is a particular block or area where price will react to before selling. So here is a very simple definition. A bullish order block, a bullish order block is the last bearish candle before a reversal. Why a bearish order block is the last bullish candle before an up move. A bullish order block is the last bearish candle before a down move, while a bearish order block is the last bullish candle before an up move. Okay, now here is an example here. This is an order block. Now, this is the last bearish candle before a move to the upside. This is the last bearish candle before a move to the upside. This is a bearish order block. Let me show you a bullish order block. A bullish order block is this last candle before a move to the downside. You can still use this one. You can still use this one. And you can still use this one. So this is another block. Another block is the last bullish or bearish candle before a move to the upside or a downside. The last bullish or bearish candle before a move to the upside or a downside. I hope we get that. That's just what an order block is. So now I want to talk about type of order block. Apart from the bullish and bearish order block we still have others classifications of order block. We still have others classification of order block. Let's talk about that. So we have others classification of order block. Now, number one is we have the base order block. Now, the short form for order block is OB. Okay, we have the base OB. We have the engulfing order block. We have the engulfing order block. We have the inside bar. We have the inside bar. We have the rejection flip order block. So this OB, okay, let me write it complete. In case of those that will be confused, okay? We have this. So we have the base order block, we have the engulfing order block, we have the inside bar order block, and then we have the rejection flip order block. I'm going to explain what the base, the engulfing, the inside bar, and the rejection flip order block are. Now, when you go to your higher time frame, like 4 hours, this last candle you see here, this last candle, the one I marked, this last big candle, on a higher time frame, is what is refers to as the base order block. Why is it a base order block? It is a base order block because it has others, order block inside of it that you can refine to. That is just why it's a base order block, because a base order block is not usually just one order block. It usually have multiple blocks inside of it. For example, this is a block. This one is a block. You can still use it as your order block. This smaller one is also a block. So it is called a base order block because it has multiple valid order blocks inside of it. That is why it's called a base order block. Now, what is an inside bar order block? Now, an inside bar is the refinement of any base order block. This is an inside bar. This is an inside bar order block. Now, the definition of an order block said that the last bullish or bearish candle before a move to the upside. Now, this long bullish candle is the one that we should have marked as our order block, right? Because it's the last candle. You can see it's the last candle. But now, in order to make our order block smaller, we have to mark this inside one. This one is what we refer to as an inside bar. If you study your candlestick pattern, you know that this is an inside bar. Most of the time, the inside bar order block is mostly more valid. This inside bar order block, they are mostly more valid, and price mostly use them. For example, this is the order block here, and this is the inside bar. This is the inside bar. You see that price actually used the inside bar. So we still have many more examples. Now, next, I'll talk about the engulfing order block. Let me look for a perfect example that will explain what an engulfing order block is. Yeah, I have one here. An engulfing order block don't have much difference from the base order block, and that is because the engulfing order block also have multiple order block in it. But the difference between the engulfing order block and the base order block is that the engulfing order block is usually big, and it also sweep liquidity at the left hand side before any move. This another engulfing order block, this one. You can see that the engulfing order block is usually big, and it engulf all the candles at its right hand side, all the candles. For example, look at including this low, it engulf this low, including this place. Let me show you one more example. This is also an engulfing order block. Why? All this place, it engulf all this place down to this place. So that is why I refer to it as an engulfing order block. Okay, so we are going to talk about the last one, which is the rejection flip. That will be more of the advance, but I'll still talk about it. The rejection flip order block. Now, the rejection flip order block are usually all these order block you just find at the roadside. Most of the time, markets usually use the rejection flip order block as a roadblock for retracements to continue a trend. Now, you cannot say that this is not an order block. It is an order block. But now, another thing to consider is the swing. Look at the pullback. There's no pullback here at all, because this is the high and the same candle also holds the low. But now we have an order block there. Does that mean that order block is not valid? The order block is valid because price will surely use it as a roadblock. Look at what happened. Price first came and respected it, then broke it. So it's not like the rejection flip order block are not valid. They are usually valid, but price usually use them as a roadblock for retracement to continue a trend. Look at this. No retracement, just order block there. Is it valid? Yes, it's valid. But price was coming down. You see that price just reacted to it, made a retracement and break to continue a downtrend. So that is just all about order block. Now, how do you mark an order block? First thing to do, if you want to mark an order block, let me delete this so that I can redo it again. Now, you start from either the high of that particular candle to the low of that candle. You mark everything. This is how to mark an order block. This is another block. You start from the high down to the low. That is how to mark an order block. You start from the high down to the low of that particular candle. You mark the candle completely. That is how to mark an order block. Start from the high to the low of that candle. That is how to mark an order block. Now, this is an order block on a 4-hour time frame. That does not mean that there are not orders block inside of it on a 1-hour time frame. This is 1 hour. If you go to 5 minutes, there are still orders block inside of it. Now, but as we all know, higher time frame is key. Okay, so the block you find on a higher time frame is more valid than that of the lower time frame. I hope we understand. So, next thing to talk about is the valid and invalid order block. Now, before we go further, what makes an order block valid is two things. The order block must, let me not use the English must, but the order block must have a structure, either to the upside or to the downside. Now, the next thing is that what makes an order block valid is any order block that sweep liquidity is more valid than the other one who didn't sweep liquidity. For example, now, let's say, okay, let's make use of this one. this place, since it's current price action. This was the other block, this last candle that is long. But now we have to use this one. Why are we using this one? Because this one is too big, right? Now we now use this inside bar. Now you can see that when price came to it, price respected it and it's going up. Now why did price respect it? The market swept liquidity here. So since we haven't talked about liquidity yet, I will not stay much on that, but just know that a valid order block is an order block that sweep liquidity, and next is an order block that has a structure either to the upside or to the downside. The third thing you should know about a valid order block is an order block that after the block was created, the market made a sharp move to the up or to the downside. That is where you know if that order block is valid or not. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys more example before the class end. Let's remove all this. So let's look at this place. Let's look at this place. Now, what happened here? Markets was creating structure. Remember, our number one criteria is that the market needs to have a structure. This was a structure, okay? Now we have a break to the upside. Now, how do we mark our order block? Our order block is the last bullish or bearish candle. This is our last candle here. We mark it. Now, this a base order block. And what do we have inside here? We have an inside bar. Now let's use the inside bar so that the order block won't be so big. And then we wait for price to come inside of it. So now we have our order block, and the next thing we have is that the order block has a structure. What's the structure? It's break structure to the upside, and now we are waiting for a retracement into the order block to buy. Okay, now we know that okay, we are on an uptrend now. So now we wait patiently. Price came into the order block and bought. Now we still have other examples here of another block. This is another block. You can see that price came into it and buy. I hope we understand. This is another block here. This one. Now we now have an inside bar at the back of it. In order for our order block not to be big, we then use this inside one, this one at the back of it, which is the inside bar order block. You can still mark to this down, or you mark only the inside bar. What did price do? The market came inside of it and buy. We still have this one here. What type of order block is this? This is a rejection flip order block. You can see that. Remember, I told you that a rejection flip order block usually form during a trend, and it serves as a roadblock. Now you can see that price came down and we are going up. So I hope you guys are seeing that this order block is really working. It's really working. That is why I define supply and demand at the beginning of the class, because price moves from supply to demand and demand to supply, depending on the amount of supply that is available in the market, and also depending on the amount of demand. If you read economics, or if you study economics, you know that when the demand of any product is low, when the demand of any product is low, the price does what? It goes down. And when the demand of any product is high, what does price do? The price keep going up. So the same thing for the market. The market moves from supply to demand and demand to supply. Okay? You can see price respected it. Let's keep checking more example. This is the last candle here. This one is just a normal order block. You can see price came back to it. Look at this one, a rejection flip order block. I told you that a rejection flip order block usually serves as a roadblock. Price came into it. Look at this one here, this inside bar. The price was going to break it, but price respected it first before breaking it. This is a high. You see, price respected it first before going down. We still have so many other. So that will be all about order block for today. Next, we are going to be talking about breaker block, and we still have so many things to talk about. So that will be in our next class. But for this class, you guys should go and practice this. Practice this. And if you have any question, you can send it to my DM or post it in the comment section. I'll definitely answer your question. Or if I can't give you an answer at that particular time, I'll make a video on it.